welcome back. Today I have an order from scrapbook.com. Thought we could unbox it together and maybe even make a card or two. Let's go. I was looking for some coffee cup themed items, and I found some on scrapbook.com. And then, of course, you know, added some other stuff because I guess that's what you do, right? So we've got our nicely packaged package of things. I followed my heart and it led me to the craft room. I appreciate the extra plastic packaging because I live in Florida and it's rainy season. Well, we have this adorable Lawn Fawn Holly Berry border set. So it's a full border, but then you've got a single sprig and then your little berries to cut out separately. Because you know me, they're going to be bright glitter. And look at this, scrapbook.com, pumpkin spice. See, I wanted the coffee cup. And this is what I had first put in my cart. And I almost didn't buy it because I bought the other, but I like that it's got the little T tab too. And yes, I could probably figure it out, but Spellbinder's already figured it out for me. So there you go. You got all your separate pieces. You can make it an ice drink or a hot. Got your separate label, your cup cozy. Now this was a special, and I really like the vibe of it, right? It's just very happy, it's very sweet, sending you love, hello. I like this bright, bold style. I think this would be wonderful embossed or, you know, like do a watercolor type thing with it, sprays. And then this cardstock, this was a freebie, 40 sheets of beautiful fall colored cardstock. Oh wait, no, this wasn't the freebie. This was the freebie, the mixed media paper. This is a lot like the Vicki Boutin paper. I don't think it's quite as heavy, but it's really close, so it's lovely. So yeah, this was not the freebie. The mixed media paper was freebie. But these fall colors are just fantastic. And then here's the Honeybee Stamps coffee bean background. Get it up closer so you can see it. Look at that, isn't that cool? Got the arched dies. And another coffee set, even with a donut. You can decorate your donut. You got your separate muffin or cupcake pieces. I just thought this was so cute. And then look at this. So this was a special too. Super duper markdown. And I thought, you know, you don't have to use these as circles. You could cut them in half. You can make a rainbow. I think that'd be really cool. And then I bought their picker tool. Let's make a fall coffee card. This, I had to go back and look at my invoice. The scrapbook.com coffee dies with the stamp set and the paper, it was a bundle. And it was really inexpensive. I mean, there's 5 sheets of each of these colors and they're double-sided colors. You could get a whole lot of cards out of these, but this is what we're going to use to make a card. Be right back. All right, so I've got a card base. That's the top folding. Of course, Neenah Solar White. Got some vellum. This is a scrap. And the first thing I want to do is I want to stencil coffee bean background. So we're going to pick some paper out of here. I think, ooh, how about this aqua kind of? Yeah. All right, so I've got 2 distress inks here. We've got Ground Espresso and Vintage Photo and our paper. And I think I'm just going to try and cover this whole sheet of paper. All right, so we have the Waffle Flower stencil mat out. This is the mini one. And I'm just going to tuck that paper and that stencil right up in the corner. Now I store a blender on top of each of my distress pads because I know Tim does color families, but it bothers me. I can't do it. So I have a blender on top of each of my pads. And what I did was I just used some E600 glue and glued the rough piece of Velcro on. And then they just stay right on there. So we're going to do these coffee beans. I'm going to ink the entire thing with the Vintage Photo and then go in with the Ground Espresso and just add some darker spots. All right, the Vintage Photo is done. Now we're going to go in with a little darker, little Ground Espresso. Just kind of darken them up a little. Not even all of them. Just kind of here and there, right? And just not even necessarily the entire bean, just a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to go down and finish this paper so that I can get as much out of this sheet of paper as I can. And there we go, all done. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Isn't that pretty? Ooh. All right, so now I'm gonna get a little crazy and add some Antique Linen Distress Oxide spray. Do a little spray and a little splatter. We're gonna set this aside to dry while we do some stamping and some cutting. Let's die cut the bigger latte cup. Let's choose some colors here. I'm gonna make this a pumpkin spice latte cup, of course. And then let's see. We'll use this kind of brown for the cup. Teeny tiny little acorn with a teeny tiny hat. Listen, in Florida, the acorns are not real acorns. They don't have hats. Teeny tiny little pumpkin. Teeny tiny little leaf. And sprinkles. Are you kidding me with the sprinkles? Okay, so we need this coffee cup, right? And then lid pieces. Is that one, right? Okay, we're going to start cutting. I'm going to cut the cup itself. I have this pretty brown, and I'm just going to get a couple out of this sheet of paper, and I will stash the extras away because it is almost fall, and fall is my favorite season of all, so I will definitely be making more. All right, so we've got all our pieces, a little bear glue, and I've got the vintage photo back out because I think I'm going to ink up the edges of my coffee cups. So again, we'll just use the little blender. And I just want to do the edges of this a little bit. Got a little extra oomph. There we go. Inked up some die cuts. All right, and we start adding our lid pieces on. These are pretty simple. So we're gonna put that one on and a little one on. Let's try the new Picker Upper. Does it go this way? Goes this way. All right, so let's just add a little glue. Bear glue. As y'all know, I'm a bear glue loving girl. There we go. Cute little coffee cup. That's adorable. I'll get all these put together and I'll be back to work on the sleeves. All right, our little cups are put together. Now I'm going to ink up the edges of the sleeves with some bundled sage, just regular distress ink. Just around the edges a little bit. And then we'll just add these right to our cup of coffee. I mean, seriously, stop it. Stop it. Okay. Now I'm going to stamp the donut using archival ink in ground espresso. So it will, you know, go with the background a little bit. And I'm doing it old school. I'm just going to use them out. Just stamp some donuts and cut them out. These will be easy to cut out. And we'll just do a quick little bit of color. Background appears to be dry. I've got my little cups, my little donuts. We've got some vellum and a card base somewhere. Where'd I put it? Whoop, there it is. And I think I'm going to put the vellum over top of it. Look how pretty that's going to be. Okay, so what I'm going to do is wrap this around just a tiny, tiny bit so that I can glue it. Not have any glue show. Because, you know, vellum's tricky that way. And that'll just go on the card front. And it's gonna be so cute. Let's get the big kahuna out. Get this puppy stuck down. There we go, and there's the front. So then we will put a coffee cup and a donut. Now, if you want to be really fancy, you could cut out that inner, and I almost did. I almost got the craft knife out, but I decided I didn't want to. I do have a little scrap of the sage green, and I'm going to ink it just around the edges again with a little bundled sage. I'm going to put that in the center, but not straight. Put the donut down. Pull out my favorite little hearts from Close to My Heart. Now you could do this with little heart die cuts, whatever bling you want to use. I just love these little guys. So I'm going to put a black one right in the center of my cup here. I'll do a few out that side. I decided I needed some yellow ones too. So these are from Twiddler's Nook on Etsy. And I love her stuff. I have a lot of embellishments and stuff from her. They're all really nice. These are a little thicker than the Close to My Heart ones. But I like them. They're a different type of material, I think, too. Because the Close to My Heart ones almost feel like pencil erasers. And these are a little different. I'm going to stamp my sentiment, Love You a Latte, on the sage green with some Distress Archival Black Soot. All right, let's trim this out. Love you a latte. I love a pun. Doesn't even have to be a good pun. I just love them all. This will go up here in the corner. I'm going to do the flag thing at the end. So cut in. And then you go from your corner to that cut. And there you go. I'm going to ink this a little bit as well, just with what's left on my sponge. I'm not going to add any more to it. I'm not going to pop it or anything. I'm just going to put it down flat. And then for no naked insides, because you know how I feel, I'm going to take a scrap of the pattern paper, and we're just going to put it inside at the bottom. I think I need to trim it a little bit though. Alrighty, here's the finished card project. So we made a cute background using a Honeybee Stamps coffee bean stencil. We used archival inks in Vintage Photo and Ground Espresso for the beans, and then add a little Distress Oxide in Antique Linen over it. Let that dry, and then cut it down. Wrapped it with some vellum. A little bit of that paper inside for no naked insides. This is such a cute little set. I made extra coffee cups for later. I'll make a couple more cards and I'll add them at the end. I hope you have a lovely day. Remember, be excellent to each other and go make something. Bye-bye.